All right, we're live. Let me go ahead and make sure I load everything up. Perfect. All right, we got Mark here. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's make sure I got my army nailed in. We're gonna do it with the Royal Champion. I just feel like I'm more comfortable with the RC. We'll maybe use the Minion Prince on my second account. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. I'm actually gonna take out those 2 rocket loons and a minion and add back in that other furnace. Welcome, everybody, welcome. I'll actually do, I'm gonna do my hits on my second account first with the Minion Prince because it's kind of a cool little change to the army. You get tripled by Super Yeti, revive spam, it was you. Dude, I get hit by that quite a bit. Maybe not in the last, I'll bet you I'll find 1 or 2 of them here in this log. Maybe not. What the heck? Both accounts are fairly high. Both accounts are finishing in the top like 2,000-3,000 right now. So maybe not. Oh yeah, there's one right there. You see Super Yetis? Oh, yeah, that one isn't the revive one though. Oh, I'm surprised there wasn't a single one. What base am I using in defense? Actually, the one that you're looking at on screen right now for this account. But it hasn't done very good today. It went minus 308, so I got kind of wrecked. You a smash tier list? I'm done with tier lists for a while. I'm traumatized. All right, let me get my... Wait, why do I have 2 flame flingers? I guess it doesn't matter. I've got a siege barracks here. All right, everybody, we're going to go live with... Yeah, I know. I figured like what I can do is I can like record my hits while I'm doing them live and then just upload the video later and it like kills 2 birds with 1 stone. I don't know why I haven't been doing that recently, but we're going to go live with the Minion Prince version of the furnaces. What do you have to do to join one of the clans? Discord.gg/SavageStars and you can apply there. All right, let's go ahead and dive into hit number 1. I'm actually going to take out 1 more furnace and add a couple of rocket loons just so there's a couple extra. And then I think we're good. By the way, if you're watching this YouTube video right now, I'm live, doing these hits live. So if I start talking to somebody, I'm not delusional. I'm actually interacting with chat. So I'm probably a little delusional too. Everybody in YouTube, say hi if you want to be on the YouTube video. Say hi, YouTube. Oh my gosh. Well, that could have been bad. I hope a lot of people say hi. They don't know this yet, but I don't even have the chat loaded up on the screen right now, so I'm just farming free engagement right now if they say hi, YouTube. That's all for nothing. got a couple of people. All right, we're obviously gonna, okay, we're gonna ice block here so that I can fireball this. Farmed. all of you are farmed. Thank you for free engagement. I don't know, that's not even funny. I don't know why I'm... All right, we're gonna put the siege barracks over on this side. I'm gonna let the siege barracks unload for just a little bit to clear some of those side buildings. I'm gonna rage my warden too because he's getting to kind of a scary spot. Yeah, scammed. I just scammed everybody. All right, we're going to let the queen and king... Okay, that would be a pretty good wall break if it makes it. Oh, wait, I have the Minion Prince. I don't know why I'm not using him over here to help these guys. I would like it if my king didn't go to ability just yet. Like 1 more wall would be sick, or just move a little closer or something. Okay, that's pretty good right there. Minion Prince is going to wreck that side of the base. We're going to put the last 2 furnaces down. Hey, we got Clay here. Welcome, Clay. All right, let's make you invisible. I'm just gonna let the minion prince die. I don't really care about him anymore. We're gonna recall the warden so that he doesn't get attached to the queen. Can the queen reach the monolith? Oh, that's bad base building, I think. All right, we crushed the first attack. Nice. Yeah, the Minion Prince is, not only is it pretty good, but the Minion Prince is a ton of fun. I've actually really enjoyed the Minion Prince. Okay, well, this one's crushed. Let's load up into attack number 2. I know Mr. White Hat. I do. He is very good with Rocket Loon Fireball and Super Witches. He's in Dark's clan, I think, or at least they kind of are together a little bit, I think. I don't know if they're like in the same clan. I think he kind of does stay deals. Let's see. In a few months, you're taking away the last furnace. I know, it's like we're getting one less every day. Okay, let's go to attack number 2. All right, what do we want to fireball here? Now, the CC, you could get the Crusher Mortar and get the CC. Obviously, that's an okay fireball, not great. I really think that the Rage Tower is a little bit better here. Or a lot better, really. And I want my Minion Prince to deal with the second Rage Tower. And we'll have my King and Queen go somewhere else. So we'll put the Warden here. By the way, I did a whole bunch of testing yesterday. The Minion Prince can basically 1v1 one of these rage compartments by himself, making it so that you can be a little bit more versatile with your fireball. We're going to put a couple of rocket loons here, hopefully to encourage my warden to go to the left. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Okay, well, we're getting sidetracked here because my warden went onto the rocket loons because the Snotty and the 2 rocket loons made enough housing space, so it's kind of unfortunate how that worked out. Well, I might be fireballing, honestly, just like the multi-inferno then. We might not get that top multi-inferno, but we're like so far away from everything now that I don't want to make it like too difficult on myself. All right, let's go ahead and put you down. Yeah, what I'll probably do is have the Minion Prince solo that second Rage Tower. I will put my King and my Queen up onto this left-hand side because my Warden's definitely going to go to the right down here. And we'll let this Siege Barracks unload for just a second first. And we'll let my Warden deal with the Clan Castle and the Crusher Mortar. Let's put you down. Ooh, okay. Again, we're just going to have that Minion Prince deal with that second rage section. And I will have to invest a few invisibility spells, but that's totally fine. Okay, they're going good up there. I'm going to invis my Warden once. We're going to invis the Warden the Minion Prince one last time. And he should be able to clear that rest of that rage section up there, and then we should be good to go. Or at least most of the rage section. Now, you might not get that Builder Hut, but that's okay. We're going to recall the Warden here because the Minion Prince is going to lock onto him. So, oh, he does. So he does solo that rage section there. And now we've just got to worry about time, but I think we've got plenty of stuff left over. Yeah, heal the wall breaker. Okay, we're good. It's a little bit closer than I'd like it to be, but I'm still kind of figuring out the best way to use the Minion Prince. I feel like that was pretty good there. Probably could have been a little bit better with my King and Queen. I didn't really watch them at all. I just kind of let them go to ability. Am I up for content ideas? Yeah, absolutely. Do you think furnaces will suck with the new higher level of Legend League in the coming update? I think the hardest part with hard mode with the furnaces is time. I feel like I can like almost time fill every time, it feels like, which is weird, but like So no, not necessarily. I don't think they're going to nerf the equipment or cap it in any way with the new hard mode stuff. So I think that it'll do well. I think it'll be fine. All right, let's donate. Use the minion prince a little bit later so he supports and not sending him into die instantly. Yeah, that's probably... Yeah, I think you're probably right about that. I look like Christian Bale. I'll take that. Yeah. I'm Batman. All right, let's go. You think balloons? Oh, rocket loons will be meta even more. Yeah, you're probably right about that. All right, let's go to attack number 3. Okay, well, we obviously know what we're going to fireball here. Okay, so this base, usually what I do is I just stick my warden on the left. He kind of deals with this little area just fine. The furnaces make it so that he doesn't really struggle a whole lot because they kind of distract those heroes there. But we will keep an eye on him, though. I don't think I can get flame flinger value here. Yeah, not really looking like it, so we're not going to worry about it. Oh, okay, well. Yeah, you see what I mean? It kind of just... The furnaces distract the heroes. It makes you a little nervous, but look, I didn't have to use a single spell. We will use a rage here, though, just to speed things up, because that does become a big issue. Okay, we're going to put a poison here, because I did draw that, which is, I mean, that happens. Bro. Oh my gosh. Raised up fire mites are scary. I think I lost a couple of furnace health things to... Ooh! Oh my gosh! That was a little scary. God, Crusher Mortars are nuts. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna go. I just don't want to sit here and... I mean, that's still a really good fireball, right? Oh my gosh, dude, what? Wait, are these like rocket loons? They're just not going to do anything ever? What the heck? Okay, let's figure out what direction the warden's going to go. We kind of have to get going, though. Let's just put my... Oh, I just accidentally deployed my siege barracks. Genius. Warden, please go up. Let's pop this now. Headhunter for that minion prince. Perfect. All right, Giant should get the town hall. What we're All right, let's send the minion prince right over that way. I was hoping they'd get that air defense. Oh, they do get the air defense. Okay, that's really good. I don't want to use the minion prince ability yet. Now's probably the best time to use it. Okay, this one's crushed. I accidentally put my siege barracks down and just pushed the button immediately. It was on purpose, though, just to swag, assert dominance. Luckily, the fireball on this base is just like way too good, and it doesn't matter. Even though we drew the whole CC anyway. All right, let's switch back. Donate. How do you deal with the middle hook tower? That's a good question. Do I have a base that has one? I don't want to leak that. Let me just... Well, that's not mine either. Okay, this base I can look at. Okay, let's just say... Let's just imagine... Okay, where's my pen? Do I have it pulled up here? Nope, I don't. Give me 1 second. Let me pull up my pen. Where is it? Where'd you go? All right, I'm going to make sure you guys can see this real quick. Oh, I have to move this over. Right there. Perfect. Okay, so let's just say we had a hook tower in the middle of this base, and it didn't make sense to fireball it, right? You really have two options. You can fireball the hook tower, delay your fireball, or what you can do if that doesn't make sense, like let's just say there weren't any buildings that made sense to fireball the hook tower around it, and that would have been the only building. Sometimes what I'll do is I will put the warden on one side, fireball something like kind of here, while this funnel has been completed, and then I'll recall him. So basically, this whole part of the base is dead. I will use my siege barracks like down right over here to get some of these buildings here so that I can get my king to go and get hooked by the hook tower. And I will just, after I've recalled my warden, I'll just put him in like the farthest spot on the base so that he can't really get hooked. There's like way too much time left. So those are kind of the two ways. You can get your king hooked by setting the funnel on one side with the fireball and on the other with the siege barracks, or you can fireball it. So that's pretty much, those are pretty much your only two options though. All right. Okay, let's put this up. Okay, let's go to attack number 4. You matched with us in war. You don't know if that's good for you. Well, if you guys are good, it's probably just going to be a tie. So probably not good for anybody. Okay. Do we fireball a rage tower here, or do we fireball the CC? Who's the range of this? Okay, we're gonna fireball the CC. Okay. We're gonna fireball the Expo. Yeah, Expo's good. Crusher Mortar's pretty good too, but yeah, I hope the balloons go to the Tesla next. Or they just die. That works too. Oh, okay, I saw that a little too late. The sweeper. I almost thought that the sweeper wouldn't go down in time, so I put another invis just to be safe. Will that get that? It needs to get one shot off. Okay, we do get that. Okay, we're going to have you come up this side. What we're going to do is have this come this way. King, queen. Oh, look at all those traps. And then we will have the minion prince come help you guys out. Okay, let's rage right here. Pop this. Minion prince will help them. We'll invis the minion prince if we need to. Let's put our headhunter down. Let's invis all of you guys right here. I might need to recall my warden depending on how things go. We're going to poison the enemy minion prince. There's a lot of damage right here for the warden, so I can recall him if I need to. I've got my hand on this recall just in case. Okay, we get the Expo down. Once this multi-inferno goes down, we should have enough tanking, I think. Okay, and the rage has worn off at this point. And when you're this quick with the attack, you end up with like a lot of furnaces that kind of help distract. Like I've got a couple on the left-hand side, the 3 from the furnace or the siege machine on the right-hand side. So yeah, this one should be good to go. And of course we draw some more skeleton traps, but I still have the recall, right? We've got plenty of time. Not really worried about that at all. Okay, let's put a wizard up here. Oh, I have literally no healers. Where'd they all go? Literally, that's close. If there was more base left, I might have been in trouble. Have I tried Fireball Lava Loon? Yeah, I did actually. I think the very last time I went live, I did Fireball Lalo. You think Rocket Loons are stronger than Mass Furnace? They might be, but they're not nearly as cool. And it's all about cool points here. Yeah, all those red air bombs must have been where all the Seeking mines were too. I think you're right. Well, we're halfway through the day and we're still perfect so far. All right, we're going to Fireball, and a Ricochet Cannon would be sick. I feel like I can get Flame Flinger value here, but I don't know if I can. We're going to try something risky. For fun. All right, you ready for this? Ah, yeah, there's Teslas. Yeah, and that happens. Oh, dang, I was thinking maybe I could get that. Okay, well, we're going to save the rest, our one Rocket Loon left. I was thinking we're still gonna use a Flame Flinger here. We'll only get 2 buildings and then we'll deploy it manually. which seems like a waste, but that's more than that would have gotten as a siege barracks, right? Plus, the Crusher Mortar is more annoying than anything in this game. Yeah, I knew there would be a risk of traps popping up there. All right, what do we... Okay, I need to put furnaces on every other corner, too. Okay, we get the multi-archer tower down. Hope my warden goes to the scatter shot next. Yes, that's like the perfect spot to stand. Okay, after the scatter shot goes down, we're gonna invis and go. All right, sick fireball, perfect. Oh, I just used my last rocket loon. I don't know if that was smart. Oh, I didn't deploy my flame flinger manually either. This is a sloppy raid. Okay, we get the monolith down. Fire spitter's being kind of annoying, but we're gonna raid you. We're gonna put the minion prince down there with one balloon. Okay, that's gonna have to be my minion prince ability there. Okay, I need this headhunter to help me with this king here. Okay, let's pop this. Minion prince kind of got wrecked, but I think we'll still be okay. Okay, go get that king. Nice, there we go. I might have been able to just recall my minion prince too. Yeah, this raid was kind of sloppy, but we're gonna get it. You wouldn't go near this smelly Christian Bale lookalike. You probably wouldn't even make the tryouts for this clan anyway, Juice. Not gonna lie. All right, we did it. Well, that was kind of sloppy, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, that's Tony? Like Tony from THP? I didn't even realize that. Holy cow. Long time no see. Do you think you can explain your thought process behind for what you decide to fireball? Yeah. War Tyrant, Savage Stars. I might have to coordinate a war between the two clans to settle this debate. 10 toes down, stand on business. All right, let's go to attack number, what is this, 6, I think? Okay. Why I want to fireball what I do. Typically, 90% of my fireballs are going to hit the clan castle or a spell tower, because usually it's not, maybe not the spell tower itself that's useful, but there's usually a whole bunch of defenses around them, right? On this base, I can kind of get both if I hit the scatter shot. So I'm going to try and hit the scatter shot. That's kind of a risky fireball because there's a lot of defenses in the way. Obviously, it doesn't make sense to fireball the hook tower here because there's nothing else around it. So after that, we're going to recall the warden, and we are going to try and find flame flinger values so that I can set a funnel somewhere else. Let's see if we can get that to work right there. Perfect. Let's set that flame flinger there. And then what I'm going to have my king and queen do is go through that rage tower on the right-hand side, and my king will get hooked. And that's the plan. Let's put a furnace down here and here real quick while I'm thinking about it. Once this air defense goes down, I think I'm going to start launching my invisibility spells, though. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Good fireball. We're going to let the warden get a couple more buildings here real quick, and then I'm going to recall him, get him out of here. I just don't want to have to use any more spells is really it. Okay, let's recall you, put you on the furthest part of the map. That's literally it. And then what we're going to do is put you down, king, queen. We just want the king to get hooked by this hook tower. That's the goal here. I'm actually going to poison this enemy minion prince too, just because... Oh, of course it was the giant that got hooked. Where's the king going? King, you idiot! I forgot to put a furnace over there. Uh-oh. Well, we're going to have the minion prince go. Go deal with the hook tower. What is that? The king, dude. I don't. Okay. Okay, get hooked, Minion Prince. We're gonna do a 200 IQ invis here, so the Minion Prince lives and can get that hook tower. Nice. You see that? Oh, he didn't get it. Avery Jelly. Oh, Avery Jelly got it. Okay, let's pop this king ability real quick. That actually is so sick. This might actually be a little hard. I'm a little worried about this one because my king or my ward's definitely dead. Furnaces need to clutch this one up. I can't believe my king walked. If I'd have put a furnace on that right-hand side, this is crushed. We still might be lucky and get this. Oh, it's gonna be time, huh? You stupid king. Get out of here. Oh my gosh. This is the worst one. You're literally just watching furnaces try and end this raid. Are we gonna get it? Is this actually gonna happen? What is happening right now? Oh my gosh. Yeah, baby. Not even close. I wasn't worried at all. What the heck? Not gonna lie, that might be one of the closest rates I've ever had. That was nuts. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that tripled. Oh my gosh. You stupid. You guys saw when I left, I got donated to, right? Where's my donation thing? Is it still here? Yeah, see? Stupid glitch. Blood pressure moment. Yeah, that was a little stressful. Yeah, that was, I'm not gonna lie, that was lucky. I'm gonna get like the luckiest 320 you've ever seen in your life. Yeah, that guy got, I would be pissed if I was watching that replay. That was pretty wild. All right. Okay, we're on to the next attack. We've got 2 hits left. I'm probably just gonna fireball a fire spitter. Oh, the fire spitter is so sick. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Fire spitter. There's expos and mortars all around the base on the outside. The heroes are kind of on the outside of the base too, so I can't really get good flame flinger value unless I just really go crazy, which I'm not really interested in wasting all my rocket loons again, so we're not gonna do that. All right, I remembered to put furnaces on all the corners this time. Okay. Fire Spitter is sick. We're going to try and get this Builder Hut down. That's going to make it so I don't have to use as many Invis spells. Perfect. I'm glad they died before they drew some of the CC too. Once we get the... Now, I know the Expo would go down to the Fireball anyway, but we might actually have to just... Well, that Headhunter kind of screws things up. Okay. Really, really good Fireball. And what we'll do is we'll have, once this rage section wears off, so the town hall's not super scary. Oh, we're going to rage the warden here. Okay, I thought he's maybe in a little bit more trouble than he was. Oh, the wall breaker doesn't make it. Oh, the ice golem doesn't make it either. Okay, we got that jump to work. Or the wall break. Ideally, I'll pop my king ability like really late into that. Uh-oh, I'm losing healers. Oh, Warden, don't die. Let's pop this now. Oh, no. Okay, I don't want my Warden going near my other stuff. So we're going to put the Warden clear down here again with my last 2 furnaces. We're going to just probably use the spells for the Minion Prince at this point. Can they get that multi-inferno? Oh, sick. Yeah. Okay. Skeleton spell right here for the monolith. Let's just invis the expo so that the air defense goes down for the Minion Prince. Okay, so this was an example of where the Minion Prince actually did quite a bit of work. There we go. All right. Do you think the what strat? The BBC strat? What even is that? Am I gonna get in trouble for even saying that? You're gonna have to tell me what that even means. Oh, look, the donation worked this time. Why you don't use Fireball Rocket Loon? I have more fun with this. I think this is more fun. So literally that's the only reason. Okay, last attack on this mini account. And we might go 320 again with the Minion Prince. We got lucky, I think, twice. definitely lucky that one Furnace one. And then the other one was really close because I ran out of healers. All right. So I've had this base before in the past. Do I like the Minion Prince or RC better? The Minion Prince is more fun, but I think the Royal Champion's... I'm more comfortable with the Royal Champion right now, so for me it's probably better. Oh, I forgot to put a Coco Link down. But I think the Minion Prince is fun, and obviously he's good enough in this situation to make it worth it, right? We're going to Fireball the Fire Spitter, the one facing away from me, because that will get most of that Rage section, the Monolith. I can even maybe get the Crusher Mortar too if I spread these Earthquakes out enough. Yep, I can. Put 2 Loons here, see if we can get that down. Oh, we actually get oh, hey, that worked out really nicely, actually. We draw the Tornado too. Yeah, so this is literally exactly the base that I used to have. One, two, three, four. All right, did I spread them enough? I did. Okay, that was like the perfect spread of, oh my gosh. Raised up Ricochet Cannons hurt. Of Earthquakes. I think I got the maximum amount of value because I had to have one Earthquake up top, so I couldn't get that Ricochet Cannon down low. And then what we'll do is we'll have the Siege Barracks come right here. And I will have my King Rick, the Royal Champion, real quick. And then we'll get into that compartment too. I'll probably Rage right here. Put the Skeleton Spell right there. Erect Archer Queen. Okay, let's pop the King ability right now. I'm keeping an eye on my Warden because I don't necessarily trust him right now. Pop the Minion Prince ability there. Let's put the last 2 Furnaces down because there's a minute 10 left. They're not going to really do me any good. And we'll let the Minion Prince kind of go nuts over here. We're just going to poison the enemy king because I don't really have anything else I can do. Okay, we're definitely going to go 320. I guess if the Minion Prince was like going to die to an air defense here, I could recall him and put him somewhere else. Like this, but I mean, it doesn't really matter either way at this point. So, all right. There we go, 320, we did it. Sponsor a Clash of Dragons scenery, please. So, unfortunately, the only way that, well, anyway, let me show you the 320 real quick. We'll end this here. So I go plus 12 today. It's so sad. But yeah, Minion Prince pretty good. Unfortunately, the only way that you can really sponsor a scenery that isn't available in like the creator store or whatever is if I were to just send you money through PayPal or something. Like there's not a way to give away a scenery that they don't have available for me. So I don't have like a link or anything. And I just don't want to get in the business of sending money to random people. That just seems like a bad idea. To be honest, you like the lives better than the videos? It's definitely more fun. I feel like I like to engage with everybody and have fun. Okay, this one is going to be the Royal Champion version. And Poison Battle Builders 2. I'm being trolled, right? That doesn't actually work. Because it is technically like a person that walks out and starts hammering things. Can you actually poison the Battle Builder? There's no way, right? Am I being trolled? Let me find a base that I don't care about. Where are the Battle Builders on this? You are going to blow my mind if this is right. Doesn't work, right? Oh my gosh, it actually is! What? My mind is blown. I can literally feel wrinkles forming on my brain right now. I did not know that. What? Dude, who said that in chat? Persistent contender. You just blew my mind. I can't believe that actually works. I thought you were trolling me 100%. I'm putting you in my YouTube video. I'm going to show at the end of the YouTube video. We're recording this. Okay, I'm inserting this at the end of the YouTube video to show you guys something that I don't think anybody knew except for Persistent Contender. You can poison the battle builder so they don't heal the building as much. Oh, no. You watch. Look how slow he's hammering the building. That is 100% not the full speed that they hammer with. See, now he is. Oh, wait, what? Now he's hammering full speed. Wait, am I being trolled? I can't tell now. We're gonna have to test some more. Give me 1 second. Okay, wait. We're gonna use one earthquake here. Watch them hammer away. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're gonna put a poison down, and then we're gonna earthquake again. Oh, it's full of crap. He trolled us all. Wait, they're slowing down though. You see that, right? So does it work or does it not? They're being slowed. Do you see that? So it kind of works? Why does it feel like it works a little bit, but not all the way? I don't know. I'm going to have to mess around with that because you can see them. Their attack starts to slow down after a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I don't. It's like they're full speed sometimes, but not on others. All right, let's go in with this. All right, we're going to go to attack number one. Attack number one. Okay. For me, this part of the base is much scarier than this. So I'm going to fireball the fire spitter. I feel like that's just a better fireball. And I could get some really good flame flinger value on this right-hand side over here. So we're going to definitely do that. I still can't tell if that actually worked or not. I don't know, like, it felt like it works. I'm gonna have to, like, test when I have a little bit more time. Oh my gosh, my fox is on my king. Why is that? I don't know why I did that. Everything else is normal. We're gonna switch that after. I don't know why I have the fox on the king right now. Okay, we're gonna get that down so I don't have to use as many invis spells. I need to let my warden walk just a little bit here because I don't know exactly. Okay, he's going to the left. I hope he stays going to the left. I hope he doesn't go to that wizard tower on the right. That would really screw everything up. Okay, perfect. After we get this Tesla down, I think I'll... See, I don't really know exactly what... That wizard tower goes down. That helps me a lot. Go down, hurry. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I could have got that fire spitter over there too. Okay, it's kind of facing the wrong direction, so I guess I don't really care that much. I don't know why I have the, the Spirit Fox on the king. Okay, we're going to send a wall break in now. Oh no. King, go back inside. We're just going to pop his ability early right here. Wish I had another wall break, but, you know, that's life. Ooh, man. Raged up scatter shots are no joke. We're going to rage the warden here. We're going to have the royal champion deal with the monolith, because everything else deals with the monolith pretty easy. Dude, the flame flinger went nuts. Perfect. All right. Yeah, we're going to have to... We're going to have to test that builder hut thing. I'm like on the fence. I don't really know. Holy wrecked. There's a pet glitch. You had a raid where no reason the Diggy was on your warden and it was a warden charge strategy. Yeah, that's definitely not good. Okay, let's switch this back real quick. I don't know. Okay, we want Frosty on the king because the Phoenix is on my royal champion. Will this strategy work on a level 24 fireball? Yes. Level 24, I would say, is like the level where it becomes really good. Poison has always worked on builders. I know from personal experience, it's not a troll. It may be once for a few seconds, but it does work. Yeah, that's if like you have a poison and you're not going to use it on heroes, you may as well use it if there's a builder hut nearby. Now we know. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, level 24 fireball, fantastic. Yeah, you can definitely... Okay, I can go kind of positive today. I've defended 3 times. Yeah, if you want to DM me a video on Discord, for sure. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. You can definitely see they get slowed down sometimes, but like other times it like didn't really feel like they slowed down at all. All right, so fireballing this Crusher Mortar here, if I spread my Earthquakes out enough, put one like on the Rage Tower and one like right on the Crusher Mortar, I'll be able to get the Expo and this entire compartment. So we're going to spread the Earthquakes out a little bit so that I can get all of that. I do need, well, I need the Earthquake to hit the Clan Castle twice. I don't know if the range is actually big enough to be able to do that. It should be. We'll put it like right on the bottom corner of the Crusher Mortar to make that happen. But yeah, Crusher Mortar is definitely the fireball I want. We're going to get this air defense down so that I use one less invis spell. Once this ricochet cannon goes down, I think I'll just ice block and invis there. 1, 2, 3. We're going to put a 4th one just to be safe. Did I not? Oh, gosh. I meant to put my other Earthquake down, but I didn't. Okay, so we do get that. Pretty good fireball. I might rage my Warden up here just because there's a little bit of scary stuff. I'm going to put my Siege Barracks down, let it unload for like 10 or 15 seconds, and then I'll put my heroes down so that there is tanking so that my king doesn't have to go to ability super early. Okay, that's probably good enough. We'll put the skeleton spell down now too. We can put the queen down. Again, I don't have to worry about the king ever because of the furnaces, which is really nice. Yeah, we don't have to rage or do anything with the warden yet. That is not the wall break I want. I want the king to go stand next to that. We're going to put it here. I want the monolith area to go down. We're going to rage these guys. Get this invisible. I want that monolith down more than anything else. Perfect. That's perfect. Hey, we're going to get the town hall here. Okay, this is crushed. I might not even need my royal champion. Holy cow, yeah. We'll actually recall the queen here. Put her over here. Yeah, we're going to swag our royal champion. You think Havoc made a builder or a video on poisoning builder huts? Yeah, I'll have to check that out because that's I did not know that. That blew my mind a little bit. So this legend base that I'm using on this account is Darks from his paid subscription, so I won't give this one out. Battle builders are also affected by the Rage spell tower. I did know that. When you use furnaces, it doesn't look like this. Why did I stop using the revive spell with the army? I feel like the revive spell is necessary if you feel like you're not comfortable with the army and you might lose your warden or another hero. But I've gotten to the point where I don't lose my warden hardly ever. It still does happen, but not very often. So I feel like I get more value from a recall spell, especially with the hook towers in the middle. I really like the recall spell versus hook tower bases. Even though I really screwed it up on that one raid with my mini, we got the lucky triple with the furnaces, right? The buzzer beater. All right, let's go to the next attack. Feels inevitable that wizard towers will be merged next. I could see that. You just did a 1-star attack. Rip. Everybody type F for Asan Khan. You will be remembered. Okay. Crusher Mortar is a much easier fireball than the Rage in the core. So that's probably what I'm going to go for. Raged up Fire Spitters suck, though. I might maybe try and go for the Scatter Shot. I can send my Royal Champion in for the core, and I think do okay. We'll do this. I can recall, too. How do you find time to attack on accounts every day? I have no life. That's basically, I have no life. Okay, I know that that one rocket loon isn't going to get that wizard tower, but with the furnaces there, then it kind of makes it, right? Dude, if that mortar goes down to the booger over there and its air defense goes down, then I can launch a really easy fireball. We're going to just make you invisible anyway. Oh, that's such a good fireball. I could have switched my earthquakes over to get this expo a little bit, but he'll one-shot it right here anyway, I think. Yep. And then we'll have wizard. I don't know. I don't know how I want to deal with this right-hand side yet. I can't put my heroes down just yet because I'm worried that they'll... Okay, I think enough buildings have died at this point. Can we get that? Oh, the headhunter did get one shot off. Okay, the ice golem froze it anyway. I really would like... Okay, we're going to break the king into this compartment. And then we're going to break them into that other compartment. And then I'll use my royal champion probably to deal with... Okay, we're going to rage the warden. Really? How's the rage not triggered yet? Boom. Let's get this. Maybe we can have them help with the rage in the middle too. As soon as my warden starts heading towards the other heroes, we're recalling him immediately. Yep, see ya. I'm not even going to deal with that. We're going to invis the queen so she can get the town hall. One more just to be safe. I'd rather not risk that. And then we'll have the royal champion deal with that multi-arch tower and the monolith. And then we should be good. And the furnaces tanked a couple of monolith shots, so my royal champion didn't even have to. Crushed. All right. You posted your first video today. Nice. How do you get paid? You have to have a thousand subs first. Yeah, definitely consistency is by far the most important thing with YouTube and like the algorithm. Whether that's once a week or once every 2 days or once every day. Yeah, consistently 100% is the biggest thing. I make it look so easy. Well, I've done this attack like a million times, so if it didn't look easy, there's something wrong with my brain at this point. The kind of guide to review each Clash episode on Netflix when it drops. Should I do that? Wait, when does that drop? Do we have any time frame of when that Netflix show drops? I like heard they announced it. I haven't heard anything since. They probably don't even know yet, right? After 1,000 subs, you get paid. You have to have 4,000 hours of watch time is the next. And then I think you have to have loaded or uploaded like 3 times in the past month or something like that. I think that one's really easy though. The subs in the 4,000 watch hours, I hit those like within a week of each other. Oh, you mean so the creator code is different from the that's YouTube stuff, not Clash of Clans. Let's see. Pretty good flame flinger value. It's at 3 o'clock if I snipe the mortar. Fire spitter is going to be my fireball. Okay. Let's put this here. We're going to put the warden right over here. And we're going to fireball the fire spitter. So, by the way, I put my furnaces to the right of my warden to hopefully encourage my warden to stay to the left because that makes the fireball a little bit easier. Then I don't have to worry about these buildings on the right-hand side. So I'm hoping that that works that way. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it does. Okay, so it will here. They should be able to get that Tesla down. Yep, perfect. And then once the ricochet cannon goes down, I think I'll ice block and invis. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be it. Perfect. Oh, we got to put a headhunter down because the king's attacking my warden. Definitely got to watch out for that. Perfect. All right. Go to the left, warden. We're going to put a couple more rocket loons over here. Please get that town hall real quick. That would be really nice. Awesome. Just want to make sure my warden doesn't die real quick. Okay, so Flintflinger pops open. That's okay. We're going to recall my ward and put him on that side once this Ricochet cannon goes down. I don't want him going with my heroes. We're hoping that the king can go in and open the walls for the queen to just go nuts by the monolith. That would be ideal. Dude, king, please. Help me out here. Let's just pop this now. That will give access to enough to everything at least. Oh, they actually do open the walls to that too. Okay, go get that Crusher Mortar too. That's the next thing. Nice. And we're going to send the Royal Champion to go get that monolith in the middle, or the Multi-Inferno. This one looks like it's fizzling out a little bit, but we do have a lot of furnaces. There's really not a lot that can scare the Warden at this point either, so that's really nice. And the Warden should join up with the Royal Champion, which at this point is fine. There's really not a lot left. Man, I can't believe the Queen lived through all that. Yeah, we got live streams. That's right. Do the Furnace Mites have 0 pull gravity, referring to the Warden? Yeah, you could put 340 army space where the furnace is down and the Warden won't interact with them at all. So, which is nice. That's why I like it. Remember your name? I Crosshair X Clash of Clans. I will remember. I have a good memory, so I won't forget. The hat looks so black because I have to adjust the settings on the camera because the room is really dark. Like if you guys could see the room, there's like no lights on other than a little bit of light shining on my face. So I adjusted the settings. So my skin looks normal, but everything that's normally black is like really, really dark because I had to adjust it so because it's a low light setting. But yeah, it almost looks like that, like Vanta Black. I'm sure you guys maybe have seen some of those like car videos where it goes really viral. Fireball Lalo. I am on my main account, so I'm going to do try hard hits. Hoping we can end above 6,000 trophies today. But I did Fireball Lalo, I think, on my last live stream, I want to say. All right, let's go. Next attack. Okay, is a Rage Tower scarier or the Clan Castle scarier? I think I'll Fireball the Rage Tower where the Fire Spitters are. And then we'll have the Warden come down and deal with the Clan Castle. Is there Flame Flinger value anywhere? Yeah, I'm not really seeing any. No, we just won't worry about that. Let's switch to a Siege Barracks now, though. Furnace, furnace, furnace. Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna get that the Rage Tower there with the Fire Spitters. That's a weird direction to point that Air Sweeper. That seems odd to me. Once we get the Tesla down... Oh, we're not going to the Tesla. Okay, once we get the Expo down, then we should go to the Multi-Archer Tower, I think. Invis, invis, invis. Okay, perfect. That should be good. I do want my Warden to come down. So I'll actually put 2 more Rocket Loons right up here to help get that Tesla down. Perfect. He should stay down at this point. See if we can get that Royal Champion. Okay, Warden is staying this way. And then I want my heroes to go up. Okay, we do have a Furnace. Let's Rage the Warden here. Whoa! Was there a Headhunter or something? What hit my Warden so hard? Ooh, I don't know if I'm liking this very much. Oh, what happened to my healers? We got to recall so that I can save them. By the way, if you recall the healers, it resets the Fire Mite damage. They're all on like 1 HP though, so that's kind of scary. Keep an eye on my Warden. Let's pop the King ability now. I only have 1 Invis left. Do I need it for my Warden? No, I don't think so. We're going to have the Royal Champion come deal with this. Hopefully she can get the Multi-Arch Tower and the Expo at the top. We'll put one more furnace with the Warden. Okay, I'm glad the Warden hit that bomb and not my healers. Okay, we should be okay. This actually ends up being a little bit... Oh, I've only got 30 seconds left. We do need to watch out for time. Okay, we're good. We've only got 2 buildings left. Nice. That was a little scary. Man, I can't believe a fire... How did the fire might land on my healers? I don't think I invis... Well, did I invis my Warden? Maybe I did. Yeah, the opening from a couple days ago. Yeah, dude, those fire mites, dude, they are attracted to the healers. I don't get it. That was a little close. That's a little scary. You did plus 300 with Fireball Barch. You could probably easily go 320 with this then. Yeah, I guess what trophies is that? That's a good question. The Electro Boots on the RC. So yeah, I feel like probably 3/4 the time the Electro Boots don't do a whole lot for the Royal Champion, but then one time I like used the Rocket Spirit to start, and then like a bunch of skeleton traps pop up, and I waste my entire Rocket Spirit. And I'm like, well, flip, I'd just rather have the Electro Boots. Tips on how you can improve the Root Rider Yeti Smash attacks to prevent the 1-star. Are you talking about the... I'm not sure what Root Rider Super Yeti or Root Rider Yeti Smash. I'm not sure which one you're talking about. You might have to like specify a little bit. Funneling though, any ground army, funneling is the most important thing by far. So we start out with probably a Royal Champion charge. Do I play on an iPad? Yeah, the iPad Mini 6 is what I play on. And then do I use the Siege Barracks often? I'd say it's about 5 out of my 8 raids are usually the Siege Barracks, and then 3 out of the 8 are the Flame Flinger. That's usually about how it goes. All right, let's see. We can get a Rage Tower and a Clan Castle with a Fireball here. So that's what we're going to try and do. Can I get Flame Flinger value anywhere? I can at the bottom if I use all 4 Rocket Loons and there's no traps, which is still worth it. So what we'll do is, actually what we'll do is we'll use 2 here, make sure that goes down, and then if I need to, perfect, we can put 1 here. That way, because that one, there wasn't a whole lot of scary stuff over by that one. I could have used another normal balloon to help that one, but I can't with the deeper one, right? All right, let's see. Okay, that Flame Flinger should get really good value. I'll just let it die. We're going to try and Fireball. The Expo would be the easiest, but a Scatter Shot would be the best. Okay, well, we already drew a Furnace. Okay, Headhunter got wrecked immediately, which is really nice. Do I just... Okay, that's a good Fireball. Perfect. All right. We're happy with that. I'll go get this other Ricochet Cannon. Okay, Flame Flinger's going crazy. I'm probably... I don't like heading into a Fire Spitter with my Warden. Flame Flinger's still getting good value, though. We don't need a Headhunter for this. King's not going to be able to do enough damage. Okay, we're going to recall you, put you over here, and then I'm going to start this next part of the attack. Okay, you, King. We're going to pop the Queen ability over here to force my King to the Town Hall, ideally. Oh, I put an Invis down instead of a Skeleton spell. That was really dumb. I'm going to deploy my Flame Flinger manually because I don't want it to get in range of the Town Hall. If I can pop my King ability... Ooh, okay, we don't even need to right now. We can just wait. Let's just send the Royal Champion up to this rage section. Go to the left, King. Uh-oh. Well. King's gonna get wrecked. Oh, Royal Champion's gonna get wrecked too. Okay, King, you need to die now. There we go. All right, we should be good. We've got a rage for my Warden, so at this point, Warden's fine. We'll just rage ahead of him. Go! All right, from trample damage, poison does slow the builder, but only if it directly hits him and not the builder hut. Okay, so that makes sense. Hey, Rabid Panda, what's up? When's the last time I did some push-ups? Oh, it's been a long time. Look at me, I'm puny. Oh, you can't even see puny. I need to work out. Arms have never been skinnier in my life. Master Dragon Revive spell. So today's just going to be try hard hits. Because this is the last attack. I've got 2 attacks left, but this is the last account that I've got attacks with. What time is it? It is 5 p.m. right now. 5 o'clock somewhere. Puny. These are that is puny. Will you be base building for Apotted for Worlds? No, I am the worst base builder in the world. If you have a pet dog and he slobbers on your screen building a base, that's probably going to defend better than something I can make. Yeah, I want that. I want a good finish this season. All right, what are we going to fireball here? So if I fireball the Builder Hut, I get Poison Tower CC Monolith. But if I fireball the Crusher Mortar, that gets... And the Scatter Shot. Let's go for this Crusher Mortar. I think that's probably going to be better. It's definitely going to be a better funnel. Oh, of course, all the Teslas are here. Is there Flame Flinger value? There's enough. There's enough Flame Flinger value over here on this right-hand side. Oh, and with the Tesla, it makes it even a little bit more worth it. Oh, no! Well, we've got to watch out for these. Okay, we saved the Flame Flinger. Just don't draw any more CC. Okay, I'm glad that that mortar on the right-hand side went down. That means my warden will probably step inside. Once the Expo and the Scatter Shot go down, that's when I'm going to start putting my Invis spells down, and that's when we'll launch the Fireball. Pretty deep Fireball. But really, really good. Oh, and if the air defense goes down, it's even better. Okay, we're cutting it close for time here, though. I usually like to launch my Fireball about the minute at the latest. No, okay, I don't see any hidden buildings or anything. Yeah, we'll let you deal with these heroes real quick. And then I'm going to recall my... Oh, is he actually... Well, I am going to recall him anyway. I don't want him sit in that direction. We're going to have the heroes come this way. And I put my queen over to the right-hand side because I want my king to step into that compartment. I mean, if you put the skeleton spell on a mortar, it can't be hit by that splash damage. I don't think that wall breaker is going to make it, but we'll have to see. Oh, it actually did. We're going to rage the warden here. He's kind of in a scary situation. Okay, Flame Flinger goes down, but that's okay. We got a lot of value with it. Let's see. We use this for like a Coco Loon. I really want to delay my king ability as long as I can. Okay, Headhunter for the king, although I don't know that that will matter that much. Ah, I didn't want to use my king ability there. Let's just have the Royal Champion help with the Monolith so that maybe the queen can... Oh, well, rip the queen. Never mind. Oh, I should have put these 2 last furnaces down so long ago. What, Warden, where could you possibly be going right now? What was that? Wait, is that it? Is that the last attack? Do I keep army comps in my Discord? No, I should though. That's actually a really good idea. Yeah, Fireball 100% is easier on an iPad. That is absolutely the truth. Is that it? No, I have one more attack. All right, one more attack. Then we go 320 on both accounts if I triple. All right. Hey, Yendor, good morning. Yeah, I've seen that Town Hall 15. I've actually shown him off on the channel if we're thinking about the same person once. He's like better at the game than I am for sure. I couldn't do that. Do I have any info on what finishes you need to be in which leagues? I have no clue. I am like just as in the dark as you guys are. I would imagine it's probably going to be the top 10,000 players or so. I don't think very many more players than that will want the increased difficulty. So I think 10,000 or so is probably the limit. But there's 3 leagues though, so I don't know if the middle one's going to be any harder. I'm a little curious. Yeah, I don't know. What's the price of my PC setup? I think with all of the monitors, the computer itself and everything, it's probably $2,500, roughly, somewhere right around there. Am I ready for hard mode? No, dude, I feel so bad with hard mode. All right, last attack. Okay, luckily we get a really, really sick fireball base. We're just going to fireball the Crusher Mortar because the scatter shot does not get the clan castle. We might be drawing a lot of the CC beforehand. I'm going to actually, I feel like this is probably a really baited area. This makes me a little uncomfortable putting my warden like right here. Going to be useless to put a furnace on that side of the map. There's nothing that's going to... We're going to get that wizard tower right here just because I want my warden to go to the right. I don't want him eventually getting that building there. Because we do want... Oh, that was a good Coco Loon and gets a little bit of damage. Let's see if we can... Okay, well, that didn't work. A lot of damage here. I might just have to use like an infinity amount of freaking spells. 1, 2, 4. Oh, that's that's still an okay fireball. Definitely not what we wanted. Oh, I saved my warden. Holy crap. Well, this is going to be difficult now. How do we save this? Let's put a headhunter over here for the king. The CC worries me a little bit. Let's put a furnace to get that. Okay, never mind. 3 ice columns out of the range of everything is actually pretty good. I'm okay with that. Unfortunately, the Crusher Mortar is probably going to wreck my queen. Where do I put my royal champion at? I actually think I need to have my royal champion help my other heroes on this base because I think the warden's going to be able to deal with all the rest of the base by himself really easily. Really hoping that the king can step in here and get a really good earthquake boots and spiky ball. And it is. Okay, good, good. Let's send a wall break in. Okay, I figured it would probably be useless, but you never know. With the Phoenix, I actually feel pretty good about this one. With the Phoenix, it'll tank for the queen and stuff. I think we'll be okay. Perfect. All right. Should have just used the one more invis spell for the fireball. Would have been a little bit better. Okay, we get it. Not the fireball I wanted, but it was still a good enough fireball that when I launched it, I knew that it would be able to be recoverable. That one wasn't, I mean, it still got the monolith and a few other really good defenses. All right, we go 320, 6,035 trophies. I don't even know if I'm going to be, yeah, so I'll probably end the day around rank 800 or so if I had to guess, maybe even a little lower than that. But let's see, by the way, how do I make everything look so ability? Or I will say, a lot of people think that it looks like I make it look easy, but I've been in like that specific situation 100 times. So when I do miss a fireball like that, I know, put my warden somewhere safe so I don't have to use a lot of spells so that I can use my spells for my heroes and make it work that way. So that's kind of the way I did it. By the way, this is the account that I've been attacking on a lot. It is a major eyesore. Because it's so rushed and terrible, but yeah, this is the one I'm working on lately. What are my thoughts on shared accounts getting banned? My opinion on like shared and bot accounts are probably not as strict as what Supercell is. I wish they would give you a way to buy accounts through them, maybe have them vet the seller and the buyer, make it happen so that it can happen. Because I wish I had more accounts, but like this, I'm grinding, but it's going to take me a couple years before it's usable competitively, right? At least a couple years, even if I spend money. So they're cracking down though. It does seem like I think that they're only really cracking down on like the most egregious cases though. People that are like piloting accounts really high in Legend League and like I don't know anything about technology and stuff. But like if your IP address is flagged in several different locations across the world all over, I don't know if that sends them a notification or something. I don't really know. Yeah, Supercell's right. I'm wrong. Yeah, you're a good point. It's definitely. But I do wish though. I wish they could have a place where like you could sell an account through them and have them vet the buyer and the seller and stuff. But yeah, I agree. Well, you say they'd lose a ton of money, but I think that like I think there's a lot of people that just won't even start a new account because of it. I probably would have spent more on a maxed bot account on skins and sceneries and stuff than I have spent on this account, just because I don't care about it as much. So I don't know, maybe. For some people, it's probably, I don't really know exactly. Then gem them to max like Judo. Yeah, you're watching Judo. Give me a whole bunch of money so I can just gem it to do a whole bunch. All right, well, let's see. I've got about 15 minutes before I have to get going. Can you use your fireball at level 33? Absolutely, or 23. Absolutely, yeah, you can. It's definitely not nearly as good, mostly because of the range instead of the damage, but it's definitely usable. But yeah, definitely I would recommend, if you're really taking it seriously, 24 is the minimum, I would say. Yeah, I know what you mean, Ba. So the leader of Savage Stars had an account that he started and he reached out. Yeah, 5,900 is a great reset. That's pretty good, yeah. And he reached out for some customer support and stuff, and they banned his account for a day, and he had to like appeal it and open a ticket and stuff. And it scared the crap out of him, but it was his account, so he ended up getting it back. But yeah, just opening up tickets sometimes can send weird signals to them or whatever. Tips for the Root Rider Yeti Smash. 2 overgrowth on the RC charge with 5 invisibility spells. Yeah, I would say treat it almost exactly like the Root Rider attack. Funneling is the most important thing. I don't know. I haven't used that attack very much, so I'm definitely not a pro. But I would say focus on your funnel. That's the most important thing. You've made a second account. Getting the 6 builder is a great... Yeah, I haven't even started the builder base on this account. I really just don't even care to. How to deal with the disappointment that you get on failing an attack in CWL or War. Well, my way to cope with it was to make a male waifu tier list because I failed an attack in CWL. So that's how I did it. Nice base, yes. Yeah, let's just do a whole bunch of weird random... Oh, yeah. Let me boost some things real quick. We'll just grind for a little bit as I answer your questions. Base link? Yeah, you want this one? That's not enough resources. Oh, that's enough resources. Holy crap. Where are the sweepers pointed? Oh, let's just come from right here. Oh, that was a great giant arrow. You bet. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, Big Country would struggle tripling that base with furnaces. How do you think the ore rework will be? I think it'll make it a lot better. They said that they're going to include it, or at least hinted it, that they're going to include Starry ore in the daily bonus now. It's probably only going to be like 1 or 2. But they did say that, so we'll have to see exactly what that means. Might as well use my spells because it's not like you hold on to them anymore, so... You see Super Yetis becoming meta after this? I would say more so. I don't know. I mean, it depends on how much damage the spring traps do. A lot of my opinion on the new meta will be on how much damage the new stuff does. By the way, all my troops and stuff, I guess I just boosted them, but it's all like level 1 basically. If they do a lot of damage, obviously the bigger troops are going to struggle a lot more, like the Super Yetis and the Root Riders and stuff. But if it's just Like if it doesn't do that much, then it probably really won't even affect the strategy at all. Do I see, or you struggle on double invis bases with my army? I would say if you get a double invis base, you almost have to fireball one of the invis sections. I try to have my spiky ball deal with the other one. Usually with double invis bases, I can just launch my fireball without having to use my ice block spell. And then I save my ice block spell sometimes for like my royal champion. Like I'll launch a couple rocket spears, wait till the second invis triggers, and then I'll ice block her. And then I'll, I'm just going to exit out of this. And then I'll use the other one if that makes sense. I literally, yeah, I'm not, there's no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing these. Oh, I didn't realize there was a building there too. And my giant arrows have been pro. Big Country needs a diet Dr. Pepper. Is that your drink of choice, Big Country? Or is sad. You've purchased all the ores packs since playing and you're still only at like 30%. Did you take like a big break or something? Do you think that Root Rider and RC Charge is really going to get nerfed? I don't think the Root Riders will be affected as much as we think they do. I do think the Royal Champion Charge will. I think the Royal Champion Charge is going to struggle more than the Root Riders. So because of that, the Royal Champion Charge, because the attack will struggle a little bit more, but it's tough to say exactly until I know exactly how much damage and how long the stun is for. There's a few leaked videos that I'm not going to share because for obvious reasons, but I don't even know if those are accurate. I've seen some creators bigger than me say that they're not, so I wouldn't trust any of the leaks that you see right now. Thoughts on Spirit Walk Masked Dragons? I think that one will be nerfed quite a bit too. I am going to Worlds, yes. I do plan on being at Worlds. You bought all the older packs, you're fully maxed? Yeah, that's kind of how I am. As soon as I realized how important the equipment was, that's when I started just spending money on the ore packs, because that's just, it's not like pay to win, but it's like pay to advance. You definitely have an advantage. All right, we're not going to miss my giant arrow this time. Yeah, that was decent. There we go. I like to rage the sides. I don't use dragons hardly ever, but I feel like if they can speed up through the sides, then it forces everything into the middle a little bit more. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but that's how my brain works. My current trophies on my main, I think I ended at like 6,023, something like that, 6,025. Well, it was like 6,020 something. What's Worlds? Worlds is the tournament for Clash of Clans at the very end of the year, where all of the pro teams that have made it, there's 8 teams now. Oh, I can't even remember what all the 8 teams were. Navi's in there. I think, I can't believe I can't remember any of these names. Dizzy, I think, has 2 teams in there. What's my goal with this base? To eventually level it up enough to where I have 3 good bases instead of just 2. When would I get information on the next update? I don't know exactly when they're going to put information. So I would imagine, if I had to guess, I'll actually show you. I'll move to my main account after this, and I'll take a look and show you what my thoughts are as far as the update goes. We'll figure out. I think I can tell you probably within a day or two when Hammer Jam's going to start, when Town Hall 18 will drop, and when the update for Legend League and everything is going to be. So none of this is confirmed, by the way. This is all speculation. So let's go to my main real quick so I can kind of look at like the Legend League and stuff, and then I can show you the trophies there too. Okay, so this Legend League, 6,035. This Legend League season ends in 13 days and 5 hours. I would imagine that the Springtrap update and the new Legend League season will take into effect as soon as this season's over. So I think 2 weeks from now, we're going to have the new ranked system, and we'll probably have the Springtrap rework. That would be my guess. I would be really surprised if that wasn't the case. If we look a little bit more, trophy rank will use hard mode. Yes, so depending on where you're at as far as your trophy level at the end of this season will determine which ranked mode that you're going to be in. There's going to be 3 different variations, and that's all the information we have right now. So I don't know what trophy level will put you where. I don't know exactly how much harder the highest ranked trophy system will be versus the lower one. And then as far as Hammer Jam, if you look at, well, I don't have a calendar in front of me. I would imagine Hammer Jam is probably going to start somewhere right around Halloween. Let me pull up a calendar. What? Okay, well, I'm just going to look at my phone. That didn't work. When is freaking Halloween? Do I not have a calendar just here somewhere? Okay. Halloween is on the 31st on a Friday. So I would imagine Hammer Jam will probably come sometime between the 31st of Halloween, like the Friday of Halloween, which is when Worlds starts, and the Tuesday after. Probably the Tuesday after. I would say the Tuesday after Worlds, which is like November 2nd or 3rd. I would imagine that's when Hammer Jam's going to start. What the heck is happening? My computer's just doing a whole bunch of weird stuff now. And then I would imagine, dude, stop. What? And then I would imagine Town Hall 7 or 18 is going to be the 14th of, oh no, the 11th of November. If I had to guess, it's going to be either the 11th or the 18th. Do you think they'll drop the Springtrap stuff before Worlds? I do think that. If they drop this update with 2 weeks from right now, that still gives the Worlds players almost a month to test the new Springtrap in hard mode with the nerfs and everything else. So I do think that is when the Springtrap rework will be, is when this Legend League season ends. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I would imagine that's the case. A month is a long time, and you can get a lot of attacks in a month to get comfortable with the new update. And for Supercell's perspective, from like a viewer standpoint, I would imagine this Springtrap rework will introduce a lot more variation to the meta, specifically in hard mode. So I would imagine it will be much more fun to watch hard mode hits in a tournament setting after the Springtrap rework for the End of Worlds tournament. I think it will be kind of a big update right before the end. It will increase the amount of views that they get and the attention that they get there. I think it just makes sense. But I definitely could be wrong. That's just my opinion. When would you get the info? I won't know until probably a few days before the end of this season. If I get any information and they let me, I'll absolutely share it with you guys as soon as I get it, for sure. Start a pro team. I need to join or start a pro team. It's hard to find a team that works with my schedule. My schedule's kind of weird right now. Random and kind of hard. But yeah. Any guess, any date? Yeah, so like the dates that I just said, really quick breakdown. This is all speculation, by the way. 2 weeks from tomorrow, Springtrap rework and Legend League rework. That's a guess, but I think that's probably right. So 2 weeks from tomorrow, Springtrap rework, Legend League rework. Hammer Jam, probably November 4th. Town Hall 18th, November 18th. That's my guess. Write it down. That's my guess. If I'm right about all these, everybody owes me $500. Can I call the team and tell them something related to feet, please? What? I did finish my Legend League attacks. We went 320 on both accounts. So, I have 1 defense left. So I guess I might not end in 6,000 trophies. Oh, rip. Yeah. 320. I have 1 defense left on this account. And then on my other account, we did the furnace attack with the minion prints. Video for that will be up later tonight. 320 on that account too. Only plus 12 though. I didn't defend very well on this account. All right, see you, Extortion. I've actually got to get going too because I've got to leave in 4 minutes from right now. I've got to go to dinner. So thank you all for watching. The video with the minion prints furnace attack will be live later tonight, kind of to redo that. If you want to watch Fireball Lalo, I did Fireball Lalo live a couple days ago. And I think I went 312 with 199% time fell, if I remember right. So if you want to go through and check that out. But that's going to do it I will have a video up in a few hours, but I will see you guys. Thanks for coming in, saying hi. Again, if I'm right about all those dates, you all